You won't believe it. When the boy confesses to his crush, she replies, "You must be sick to like me." It's both hilarious. "You must be sick to like me" left him puzzled. The boy was completely confused. He spent the whole day in bed trying to decipher those words. Little did he know they'd haunt him through his teen. This is the new campus teen romantic comedy, You Must Be Sick to Like Me. It's the 2025 romantic comedy blockbuster. The first half guarantees laughter, but the second half will have you crying into your tissue. The boy, Izuji, is the type of troublesome student that gives teachers nightmares, ridiculous yet lovable. Like that time he downed a whole row of Yakult and ended up on the floor begging for mercy. While cleaning the restroom, they unexpectedly met the principal from the boys. Embarrassing. "Izuji, please put down your phone first and hurry up now." The principal looked anxious, eager for a quick resolution. "Principal, I'm fine." Izuji had already sprinted with his phone, starting a thrilling chase. They dashed from the classroom to the playground and then to the swimming pool, yet they just couldn't shake off that distance. As Izuji hopped onto a passerby's motorcycle to escape, he met his lifelong nemesis, another overachiever, Izuji. Thus began the twisting fate of the two. This unfortunate name became synonymous with troublemaking. Sharing a name doesn't mean sharing a fate. "I don't want your boring life. I just want to do what I want to do." But little did he know, those bold words just sent his motorcycle soaring, ending up in the hospital, thinking, what in the world is happening? The principal strolled over and declared, "You're done for. Expulsion is a certainty." "Why do I have to get expelled?" he asked in confusion. "Do you know who you hit?" "Wait, I hit someone." At this moment, the principal suddenly interrogated like he discovered a new continent. "Your motorcycle crashed into someone." "I hit someone." Izuji now realized he really messed up big time. He desperately begged the principal not to expel him or he'd be doomed when he went home, but the principal was unmoved. Meanwhile, a nurse mistook Izuji for a seriously ill patient, and he quickly fibbed, "I have stomach cancer." Little did he know, it was his nightmare start. The teacher seated the class president beside him. The class president was super serious, confiscating all his snacks and announcing to the class that Izuji had stomach cancer, urging them not to feed him greasy food. What made Izuji despair more was that the class president dictated he could only eat plain porridge for lunch. "What's this?" "Oh, that's what my dad packed for me. I eat it every day." "Oh, I see you grew up eating insects. Do you happen to have any seasoning at home, by any chance?" The class president's jaw dropped, because he actually had acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Although he's treated and healed, it still stung. Due to their shared predicament, he exhibited a particular concern for Izuji, the struggling student with whom he had no prior intersection. Fed up with consuming plain porridge every day, Izuji made the decision to cut class, whereas the class president, undeterred by the rain, insisted on returning his backpack. Yet Izuji showed no gratitude, telling the class president not to meddle, which made him very angry. "For anything, let your parents explain it themselves." The class president's frustration erupted instantly. This statement infuriated Izuji, who rushed into the street. Luckily, the driver stopped in time, preventing a disaster. It turned out his parents died in a train derailment years ago, and graduating was his utmost desire. He wished to live off the heritage his parents left behind, cruising through life until that day he met the class president, who made him rethink his future. So, one pretended to be sick, the other really was. During PE, the class president fell and got hurt. He panicked and rushed to the hospital with his mom, but thankfully, it wasn't serious. However, he needed hospital observation for a few days, making Izuji uneasy. He sent caring messages. When the class president saw this, a sweet smile crept up his face, showing Izuji's concern was melting his heart. Finally, he seized the chance to reveal his background to the class president, deepening their understanding and feelings. As gaps closed, their relationship grew closer. Izuji started studying hard and wasn't afraid to talk about the future. The class president stopped living so cautiously, as if they were gradually becoming each other's. On graduation day, Izuji confessed to the class president, turning "You must be sick to like me" into his sincerest declaration. He thought they would live happily ever after, but fate had other plans again. The class president discovered his illness relapsed. He asked his boyfriend to help drop a letter in a mailbox at the bottom of the sea. But when he came ashore, he was already unconscious. It was in that moment that Izuji learned of his illness. Now, let's subscribe and find out what happens next.